Okay, so we'll be looking at another post in the Eternity section on the Korean site called Materials That Exist in Erin. So just like the real world we live in, there are objects and materials with various textures in Erin. Among the various technical supports we are carrying out in this article, I will talk about how materials implemented in the Pleon engine are being refined in the Unreal Engine environment. So entering. As mentioned above, Erin has various textures such as skin, fur, fabric, stone, metal, and fluid. So things in development. It can be broadly divided into materials used for the environment and materials used for characters. Let's first look at materials used for the environment. So, vegetation. There is more to consider with plants than you might think. The color of the leaves and stems, and the degree to which they change depending on the surrounding environment. Shaking handling for physical collisions and optimization using various techniques depending on density all need to be sufficiently prepared in advance. Since Pleon Engine does not support parallel processing, there were limitations in vividly rendering vegetation, but Unreal Engine can utilize technologies such as multi-threading and object instancing, so it is possible to create vivid vegetation communities to draw Erin more richly. So here you can see like some of the examples. So fluid. Fluid substances like water also have various states depending on the environment. These calculations were also not easy in the past specifications, so there was a limit to expressing them using texture animation or sprite sequence. Eternity plans to actively improve these areas. Personally, I am really serious about expressing water more beautifully. So yeah, water is gonna get a lot better. And you can see some pictures of it down here. Translucent object. The Eternities project uses Unreal Engine's deferred rendering method to draw the screen. Deferred rendering allows for high-quality results using various techniques, but drawing translucent or clear objects is still difficult to implement. Of course, in Pleon Engine, it was almost impossible to even try to give texture to translucent objects. But in Eternity, our TAs are struggling today to create translucent texture that suits Mabinogi by mixing real-world reflection characteristics with NPR expressions. So here you can see some translucent bubbles here by the Dumbarton Bank. So dyeing. In Pleon Engine we used a unique parameter called illumination color that only exists in 3D's Max, a 3D authoring tool for dyeing things. Since this can no longer be used in Unreal Engine due to changes in the 3D file format, we implemented the dyeing function without significantly changing the existing character creation pipeline through a roundabout method using several techniques. So here you can see like a picture of some wings, and these are like ribbon wings. And here we have a fox, so hair. And they're using a fox as an example for that. There are many ways to express fur, but we wanted to draw it only with materials while minimizing modifications to the existing model. In the current Mabinogi, fur is expressed with textures carefully created by artists, but it is not enough to convey the sense of volume. So we are currently developing so that various fur textures can be expressed. Ultimately, we want to give Pan abundant and realistic clothes. And here you can see like what the fox looks like with more realistic fur in the game. So in conclusion, I briefly introduced the main materials under development. I am trying to show you a more wonderful version of Aaron in your imagination. So yeah, this was pretty good. It's interesting to see like how they're redoing like all the textures for like plants and characters and clothing and stuff like that, because and water, because like it is a lot of work. So let's look at another post in the Korean Eternity section. So in search of our ancestors' legacy. For those of you who are waiting for Unreal development, I would like to briefly explain how the Eternity project is progressing from the concept stage. The Eternity project is not a project to create something completely new. That's good. This is a large-scale update project that maintains the memories that Militians remember while improving quality. Yeah, I think that's a really good thing to keep in mind. A lot of players have been in Mabinogi a long time, and they don't want something completely new. They want a lot of things to stay the same, but improve. So how can we renew the existing things without damaging the emotions remembered by Militians? The first step in that process is to figure out what the current creation was made for. So this is the Fountain of Dumbarton, which every Militian has seen at least once. 20 years ago, what was the intention of our ancestors, written as ancestors and read as previous developers when they developed this fountain? So here you can see 3 images of the fountain. One big one here, and 2 smaller images here. What kind of shape were you trying to express? What is the whole behind it? The answer was found in my ancestor's original painting from 20 years ago. So here's the concept art for it 20 years ago. Also, judging from the religious symbol behind the fountain, the hairstyle, and the shape of the chair, I thought the person sitting was Limerak. That's why I worked in this direction, hoping to create a feeling of compassion. So the statue for the fountain is supposed to be the same as what you see on the stained glass church window. The picture below is the result of my efforts to breathe life into the scenery of Dumbarton while keeping the concept intention of that time alive. So yeah, this looks pretty good for the new fountain in Unreal. And this is the fountain at night when it's darker out. So to create a mood where you can feel the benevolence of Limerak, we place candles to add to the atmosphere of this fountain so that it can be enjoyed at night. So next we're going to look at the magic school. I wonder what the intention was behind those 3 long poles hanging from the roof. Did they want to hang a flag? This also allows us to read the direction of the concept from 20 years ago. So I think this drawing here is what Dumbarton used to look like 20 years ago, like a long time ago. I know that Dumbarton got like a update at some point over the years, so that's why this like structure is here. They removed that when they updated it, I think. The initial concept was to include a flag, but it seems to have been removed for some reason. If the flag couldn't be added due to a specification limitation that prevented it from moving, I wanted to include it, and the original drawing below is what I intended to do. So here's a drawing of what the new magic school will look like. And it looks really good. It was a good idea to add a staircase here. And here you can see a flag in the center and 2 weather vanes on the left and right side. Of course, we don't just make it as is. Here's the current idea. Instead of going with 3 flags, I've mixed in a weather vane to add some fun. We also added a school bell that wasn't there before, so there's a new bell on the side. In order to resolve the inconveniences that existed while using this school, we have also improved the route to make moving around more convenient. In this way, we are trying to create things now, 20 years later, that we could not create back then. Then what about the character? It's not just the background that tries to preserve the original sensibility. Let's take the monster imp as an example. Both the left and the right are imps. Since they are the same species, should their appearances match to some extent. So this is like a commerce imp, and this is like just a normal imp enemy. The imp on the right came out later, so it has fewer sharp edges and looks more complete. Also, in terms of cuteness, the one on the right is cuter. Since both are the same race called imps, it would be right to renew them so that they look similar. But is it really right to break the image that the character imp has? If you think about the symbolism of the character imp that the Militian remembers, it would not be right to renew this guy in a cute way. So this is what the imps are going to look like in Unreal. So the image of the existing imp has been maintained, but the form has been renewed with better quality. So yeah, it still looks like the same imp from the current game, just still a little creepy though. So here you can see the comparison, existing imp on the left, and the imp renewed in Unreal on the right. Preserving the Erin scenery that Militians loved while also adding new things to make the scenery in their memories beautiful. This is how the development of Eternity's project is progressing. So yeah, I think they have the right idea. Keep the game the same, but renew it and make it look better. Because there are a lot of players that have been playing this game for 10, 15, 20 years, and we don't want a completely new game. We want to keep the game looking the same, but better. So they definitely have the right idea. Alright, let's look at some Eternity gameplay here. So this is like the Dumbarton area, right outside the Moongate. This looks really good.
어떠실까요? 익숙하면서도 새로운 느낌이죠.
What do you think? It feels familiar yet new. Many people watching are probably watching the broadcast now.
차이가 좀 많이 느껴지실까요?
Do you feel a lot of difference?
네. 하지만 이제 지금 라이브 서버에서 보실 수 있는 덤바튼도 우리를 21년 동안 맞이해준 그 정겨움과 매력이 있죠.
And there's a cutscene when you enter Dumbarton here, which is pretty cool.
네, 덤바튼 들어갈 때 개발 버전으로 컷신을 만들어 봤습니다. 덤바튼 전경을 한번 보여드리고요. 네, 분수대에 드디어 물이 흐릅니다.
Yeah, the fountain looks really good. And we've known about the added staircases for a while. Make it easier to move around.
안녕하세요.
Looks like that character has one of the newer cattails.
저는 웃는 모습이 예쁜 이 캐릭터의 시연을 맡기고 네, 올라가서 뵙겠습니다.
Oh, and this is just a brief part where the director talks to the audience. So we'll skip through most of this and get right back to the gameplay. Yeah, there's the director, the Korean director of Mabinogi.
소식에 이어드리는 즐거운 시간이 되시고
반응도 마찬가지였습니다. 인터넷 걸로 알고 정말 많은 플레이할 수 있는
산에 저희가
네번 내용이 찾으셨는데 다는 게 어떤 느낌 로그인해서 접속했던
소개.
Okay, now we're back in game. I like this skill bar down here. I think this looks fine. I hope we can move it around though. Like, I'd like to have the freedom to move it like anywhere we want on the screen. That'd be kind of cool.
참고하시고 양해해서 봐주시면 감사하겠습니다.
네, 아까 전에 그
And in the very top right corner, you can see like the clock up here.
어디 한번 딴 데로 가볼까요? 어디 가볼 수 있는데?
한번 이동해 보겠습니다.
밤이네요, 밤.
Showing like the in-game time. They don't have a mini-map, so maybe the mini-maps aren't done yet.
네.
성당이잖아요. 스테인드 글라스네.
네. 스테인드 글라스도 저렇게 예쁘게 표현이 돼 있습니다.
And then they have like a health bar and a mana bar and a stamina bar below the skill stuff. Looks kind of similar to how it looks like on like FF14's interface. And a couple of other games.
크리스텔 많이 지금 외치고 계신데 크리스텔 한번 대화를 해볼까요?
좋네요. 예.
So they're gonna talk to Crystal.
밀레시안 여러분들이면은 아마 눈치채셨을 수도 있을 것 같은데 좀 포트레이트에 살짝 변화가 있죠. 네, 이게 몸도 생겼고 인상도
I like how they redid
매력을
books.
살리면서
That's pretty
변화를
cool.
좀 줘봤습니다. 네.
I like how the animation looks when you turn like a page in the book. It's like you're actually like reading a real book, and that's really cool.
그 마음을 같이 동화할 수 있는 그런 세심한 그런 부분까지 신경 쓰셨다는 생각이 좀 드는데 크리스텔과의 대화는 뭐 계속 하고 싶지만
네.
어떻게 더 대화를 나눠봐요, 우리?
대화는 이제 더 깊게 나눌 필요 없을 것 같고 이동해 볼까요?
딴 데 볼까요, 딴 데? 예. 여러분들.
Oh, that's the inventory. Hang on. No, wait. Let's go back a second.
필요 없을 것 같고 이동해 볼까요?
딴 데 볼까요?
Just take a look at that. So yeah, there's the inventory. I like the way that looks. That looks pretty similar to what we have already without any like huge changes. Overall, I'm a big fan of that. And it looks like the hanger there, that's probably the style tab, and then there's a bunch of other tabs for like other things. I'm sure one of these, like this might be the me inventory, and then like one of these is probably the VIP inventory too, and like another one's probably like Echo Stones.
아 여러분들을 위한 그
I think they're gonna show off the well
물이
next.
있으니까
야.
물을 떠봐야죠.
This is pretty cool. I like the animation for gathering water. How like the bucket goes down into the well like that and then comes back up.
도르래가
That's really
밥을
cool.
받고 있습니다. 우물물.
물도 이렇게 한번 떠보고 이제 계속 이동을 해보겠습니다. 물 그만 드세요. 빨리 이동하시죠.
목마르니까.
네, 서점 쪽으로 한번 가볼까 합니다.
서점. 서점하면 우리가 떠오르는
서점 하면은 또
아이랑
이렇게
아이라죠?
눈치채셨을까요?
Yeah, the
네,
bookstore. This looks
아이라의
nice.
허리를 조금 펴줬어요. 그리고
I think they updated her portrait a little bit too.
조금 더 똘망똘망해졌죠.
책 많이 읽어갖고 힘들었는데 그런 부분에 대한 얘기를 좀 해주셨네. 정말 한 땀 한 땀 정성이 얼마나 많이 들어갔는지가 지금 이 장면에서 좀 보이네요.
네.
네.
다음은 학교로 가볼까요?
학교요. 맞아. 어이구. 스튜어트 선생님.
And Sewer is outside the magic school. A couple of the NPCs are outside of the buildings they would usually be inside of.
스튜어트 선생님이 심곡을
Oh yeah, they say like construction of this school is underway, so like the insides of buildings are not done yet.
나중에는 뭐
And let's go back up
심곡이랑 같이 함께 하고 있는.
right over here. You can also see how some of the grass is like clipping through the stone here. I'm not sure if that's like intentional or not. I don't know if they'll change that or not.
여러분께도 신고구의 축복이 있으시길 바랍니다.
And here's the new staircase. So instead of just the wall being here, there's actually a staircase here now. Plus the two staircases on the left and right sides. Like by the bookstore and then the one way over there. So yeah, that's great. I think having the stairs in the center there makes it a lot easier to just go to the magic school.
나중에는 뭐 내부도 한번 기대해 볼게요. 예. 이제 야도 좀 나왔는데 일단 아무래도 지난번 겨울에도 만나봤지만 이게 계단 생긴 것도 디테일을 많이 살리셨구나라는 좀 말씀을 많은 분들께서 해주시더라고요. 그러니까 이런 부분들이 계속 늘어나니까 더 밀레이션 분들이 이 다음 장면에 대해서 더 기대하시는 것 같아요. 또 한번 어디 가볼까요? 어디 가볼까요?
보겠습니다.
Yeah, Manus is in front of the healer's house there.
어이고, 야 많이 벌었네 굿을. 가로등 아유 씨.
올해 플레이하셨던 밀레시안 분들께는
So yeah, I'll be curious to read a post about what they plan on doing about like the insides of old outdated buildings.
끝까지 하시네. 어디 가나요?
네, 남쪽으로 한번 나가 보겠습니다. 왕감자가 네.
Oh, and there's some players gathering potatoes out here.
많이 캐는데?
네, 열심히 또 캐고 계십니다. 이상하게 잘 나오네요. 지금 확률 설정 잘못된 것 같은데.
휴지력키 슬쩍 뭔가 서리하는 사람인가?
잠깐만 저기
이거
감자 소리를 하고 있습니다.
이거 서리. 해돋이다.
네, 어떻게 소리하신 거죠?
Listen to those sound effects when they attack rats.
잘 활동하셨는데. 예.
That's really good. Those sound effects. You can hear like the blade.
아까 감자 캐는 모습도 그렇고 이렇게 늑대를 잡는 모습을 보면은 개발 서버에서 이렇게 이런 모습을 보면 옛날 생각이 저희도 굉장히 많이 납니다.
The bears look really cool too.
용감하게도 곰한테 시비를 걸고 있어요.
그러니까 약간 그 옛날 향수를 느낄 수 있는 장면이 굉장히 많네요.
네.
좀 여러 탄데 그런데 좀 많이 거는 거 아니에요? 아이고. 아니 이 무기가 내가 하는 무기인데 저걸 들고 저렇게 되면 안 되는 거 아니에요? 말로 싸우는 거 아닌데.
And it looks like they're dying on purpose here to show us the death menu.
왜가?
컨트롤이 안 좋은 거 절대 아니고요. 이제 여러분들께 행동불능 보여드리고 싶어서.
Yeah, it looks really good.
이 곰이 진짜 이 곰이
아, 저 눈치 없는 곰을
끝내봐.
당장 처리하겠습니다.
아 이럴 수 있었구나. 아 그랬는데 참
나우를
나우가
보여드리고 싶었는데,
아이.
네, 저희가 갈 때만, 네,
어우 갈 때만. 와 이거 진짜 다르네요. 그때만
네, 굉장히 그 감성적인 모습들이 많이 연출이 되죠.
네, 사진 포인트도 많은 것 같아요.
네, 스샷 찍기 정말 좋을 것 같죠.
그리고 저 몰래 뭐가 젖소.
네, 그리고 이제 젖소도 나옵니다.
어이구.
젖소가 나왔으니까 또 이제 우유를 짜봐요. 젖소 보이실까요? 이제 젖소에 털이 윤기가 좀 자르르 흐릅니다.
잘 먹었네. 예. 이런 디테일 어떠세요? 괜찮아요? 예. 이거 굉장히 많은 분들께서 이 윤기를 위해서 파이팅한 것도 도움이 되네. 예.
네, 그럼 또 이동을 해볼까요?
어디로 가나요?
네, 젖소가 있고
양털 되나?
네,
양?
양한테 한번 가보. 네, 양이 좀 있네요.
양?
아, 여긴 허브.
Oh, there's some herbs out here too. I didn't notice that when I first watched this.
원래 허브가 없는데 이제 시연을 위해서 이제 한번 여기다가 이렇게 심어서 보여드려 본 거고.
아.
시연을 위해서 이제 한번 여기다가 이렇게 심어서. 허브가 없어요. 원래 허브가 없는데.
And you can see, like, back there, you can see the dungeon stone. So the dungeon stone guide, NPC, and all that stuff is back there. I don't think they go back there in this video, but at least they're getting the area set up.
시연을 위해서 이제 한번 여기다가 이렇게 심어서 보여드려 본 거고.
아. 네. 양털을 너무 고급도구로 깎는 거 아니에요?
Gathering some wool.
이게 또 마비노기의 묘미죠. 납으로 양털을 깎고 있습니다.
이게 양털 그럼 도대체 얼마짜리인 거예요?
Yeah, it looks alright.
정말 고급 양털이네. 손길 피하지. 나보고 너무 날카로워.
문게이트는
네.
지금은 작동을 하지 않지만 나중에 또 문게이트가 작동하는 예쁜 모습을 보여드릴 수 있을 것 같습니다. 안으로 들어가 보죠.
그러니까요. 양 얼굴도 너무 귀여웠어.
아시다시피 지금 이제 실시간으로 흐르는 시간이다 보니까 낮도 되게 예쁜데 지금 밤이 돼서
Oh yeah, there's the unicorn statue.
여기는 네, 유니콘 동상입니다. 해외 밀리시안 분들도 여기 굉장히 애정하시는 장소거든요.
이분들 아까 봤던 분 같은데 신고구하고 북마정.
신고구가 자꾸 따라옵니다. 네.
네.
북마정도 여기 있고요.
화면을 너무 좋아하는데 이분들. 네.
유니콘 동상 어떠실까요?
이거 좋죠?
네,
포토 스팟 하면 이럴 만한 데가 없으니까 다 나머지 분들 사진 찍으러 왔구나. 예. 그러면 이거 또 다른 것도 할 수 있나요? 뭐
네, 한번 또 시몬한테 가보겠습니다. 아까 말씀드린 대로 내부 공사 중이라 시몬도 나와 있습니다.
날씨가 좋으니까 야외 작업 좋아요.
네, 그렇죠.
야외 작업 좋죠.
Yeah, and Simon's in front of his shop because it's just not done yet. Oh, so here's like the crafting menu for tailoring. That looks good.
이게
단순히 저희가 포팅만 하는 게 아니라 편의성이나 아니면 기능 측면에서도 훨씬 더 좋은 경험을 제공해 드리기 위해서 여러 가지로 고민하면서 개발을 하고 있습니다.
And the animations look good too.
저 물레도 딱 할 때만 돌아가네요.
네, 그렇죠. 이렇게 깨알 같은 연출도 신경 쓰고 있습니다.
디테일. 어깨 나가겠네 시몬. 어쨌든 뭐 어깨 좀 안 좋을 것 같은데.
저 어깨가 괜찮습니다.
네.
드디어.
쌩쌩해.
근데 저 얼굴은 지금 임시로 적용된 거라서 시몬이 갑자기 초미남이 된 건 아니고요. 네. 시몬도 이제 본인의 얼굴을 찾을 겁니다.
밤에 조명 밑에서는 좀 다르게 보이니까 또. 네. 네.
염색을 보여드리겠습니다.
Oh yeah, and the dyeing menu they're working on, that looks good.
이 의상도 이터니티 버전으로 새로 만들어본 의상이고 그 의상에
So it looks like they're just doing like a test play of everything they've done like up until this point.
한뎁스에서 편하게 하실 수 있는 그런 방식을 좀 굉장히 고민을 많이 하고 있고요. 그리고 이제 염색뿐만이 아니라 다른 컨텐츠들도 이런 방식으로 이런 방향.
Because most of the stuff we've seen, like we've seen before in like previous updates, except for like the character creation menu.
저분이 리뷰를 참 좋아하세요. 네, 리뷰를
This time it's more about like actually testing out what they've done and like seeing how well it performs.
시연하시는 분이 계속 리뷰를 고집하고 있습니다.
아, 누가 시연하셨는지는 정보를 주셨네요. 네.
이제 또 한번 다음 또 밖으로 나가 보겠습니다.
아, 염색까지 딱 봤으니까 아무래도 우리가 고고? 어디요? 어디 가요?
가보자고 조금 네 올드한 것 같은데 네.
실시간 디스.
자, 덤바튼 밖으로 나가서.
Alright, they're gonna fight an armored bear.
네, 아머베어가
이 피오드에 있던 친구 아니에요?
The armored bear looks pretty cool.
아머베어인데 네, 보여드리고 싶어서 소환을 해봤습니다.
And you can see they haven't added the NPCs in front of it yet, but they have the commerce tent out there, the trading tent.
잘 아시겠죠? 지금 스킬도 저희가 새로 이제 기획된 스킬들을 적용해서 전투의 방향성을 지금 테스트를 해보고 있는 과정이라고 보시면 됩니다.
아머베어도 훨씬 더 좀 뭔가 좀 다른 느낌 나네요.
네. 그리고 지금
Living outside of the walls of Dumbarton must be kind of scary. I mean, there's a light on in that house next to them. Imagine just like being a simple farmer and like looking out your window and they're super-powered characters fighting a giant bear.
살려달라고. 파기 없대. 버리고 가자고? 어이, 세상은 그래요. 이렇게 날카로운 거예요.
여러분 저게 다 애드림입니다 지금.
어느 순간
굉장히 잘 해주고 계시네요.
본인들도 지금 즐기고 계시네.
네, 그리고 눈치채셨는지 모르겠는데 이동 속도도 지금 그냥 시연을 위해서 잠깐 적용한 게 아니라 실제로 지금보다 더 높은 이동 속도를 적용하고 거기서부터 게임을 재설계해보는 그런 과정을 거치고 있습니다.
Oh wait, did that person just activate Spellwalk? That one back there? Let's see.
재설계해보는 그런 과정을 거치고 있습니다.
Yeah, that must be what the effect for Spellwalk looks like. That blue aura, like around their feet and legs.
아, 저건 아까 제가 생성한 캐릭터네요.
맨 앞에 있다. 예, 밀레시아님. 예.
지금 여기 계신 분들은
Oh, and there's someone charging up Ice Spear. You can see the icon and the skill. Yeah, it looks good. So they're all showing a lot of stuff off.
시키지도 않은 멋을 부리고 아, 네. 네.
어떤 분들이에요?
네, 여기
Charging up Thunder.
실제
Alright, let's play Mabinogi. So let's see, we're gonna do event stuff first, then we're gonna do a bunch of techs, probably between 7 to 10 runs, and then we're gonna do commerce. So that's basically the plan for today. Let's do some spirit weapon stuff really fast. I'm gonna level the spirit weapon up. I think I have some gems too. Okay, and I need to get some of her favorite gems. I'll probably use these at some point, so I'll just buy all of them. Oh, come on, I don't even have enough to level her up. Wow. Well, I guess we are 85. We are pretty close to the, where we are in, like, those final levels. I guess that makes sense. Let's get random items today. Maybe I can get some gem boxes. And magnet everything together. Looks like I only got one gem box. Okay, let's throw out most of the crap. So I'm not gonna run Phantasm today, we'll throw that out. Probably don't need all that wood, like I got a bunch of it here. How'd this fruit not get added? It's expired. Put that in there too. Some fixed diamples. Yeah, I'm sure I'll use those at some point. Got a couple of colors there. Okay, so I think I got 2 gems in total. Yeah, we can feed these. Not gonna do much though. That's alright, we'll get some spirit gems from doing the tech runs. So we can work on that pretty soon. I guess I have to do that prehistoric quest. Yeah, it's the same thing as before. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Need a slice of meat. The handicraft skill for the nest. I have to get more of that stuffing soon. That wool. Okay, rest skill one time. Lullaby skill and select action. I need to go to a spot where there's actually enemies to put to sleep. Should be something out here. Yeah, this fox. This'll do. Oh, well, don't fall asleep. I guess it worked. Maybe I don't need to use it on an enemy. I don't know. But, that one's done. Select an action. And I can't buy more of those spirit stones until next week. Let's go ahead and get the second title since we can afford it. That is on my list to get. Pick that up. I don't know when I'm going to use these upgrade stones. When they expire? Like 2 weeks? Okay, well, we'll put them there for now. And then for Doki Doki stuff, we're gonna do this one. Oh wait, this is the big quest, but we're gonna do the small one, Live, Laugh, Love. I will do the Doki Doki story quests, but I'm just going to wait until pretty much the very end to do all the story stuff. When all of it's available, that way I don't have to wait, that way I can just get through it all in one stream. Let's do the dancing thing today, and then we'll give Corenza salmon. Oops, I messed up that combo. Been a while since I've done this. Crap, I messed that one up. Oh well, all done. Just a little bit faster than the resting at the torch thing. That one takes like 3 minutes. Oh wait, so let's get a salmon. I'll spy one. Okay, daily. Part-time job, fishing. Yeah, so the damaged skin, I'll probably go after a couple of the outfits, and maybe one or two of the chairs. Not really gonna go after the pets or anything like that, don't really care. Alright, well that's all the event stuff for today. So I guess we'll just jump right into text then. Can't move to that area. Fine, I'll just do a continent warp then. Alright, we're gonna do a couple of texts, probably like 7 to 10 texts. I might use up all that neurite or not, I don't know. But it pays well, so that's why I run them. Let's see, let's gear up. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna use the Japari pet buff when we get in there. And we're probably gonna get maybe 2 or 3 runs out of that, because it lasts like 10 minutes, so probably 3 runs, maybe 4. And then we'll do a rebirth and then remove the debuff so we don't have to wait an hour to use it again, and then we can use it again instantly. And I could probably use the... Yeah, we can do that a lot, yeah, so we'll just keep abusing that pet buff then. Because it gives a good movement speed buff. Let's get some Dorcha. Alright, the first buff wore off, but I don't want to wait an hour to use the next one, so we're just gonna rebirth now, remove the debuff, and then use that buff all over again. So we got 3 runs out of it. That's good. That means I can do about 9 out of 10 runs with that buff. If I use like 2 rebirth pots. Okay, we'll use those 2 doll bags. I don't feel like waiting for them to for the cooldowns on the other ones. And that buff wore off like at the end of the mission, so we're gonna do another rebirth. Same thing. It's not like I really care about leveling up right now. Like, I'm not gonna really care about leveling up until the next Arcana comes out. So, I don't really mind wasting rebirth potions. So those two again, and then get the checks all sorted. It looks like the rest of them are all in the right spot. Yeah, because we've done 6 runs. Okay. Let's open these. And back in. So that is 9 runs. What's that owl one do? Attack speed, critical. Interesting. I'll hang on to that for a bit. Alright, let's finish it up though. Let's do 10 full runs. Then I can use up some of this Neurite maybe on Tuesday and Wednesday. Over there for now. Do a quick healing. And last run. I'll use one of those whale buffs. That'll help. I'll last for 3 minutes. And that's 10 techs. So let's use the gems we got to level this up. Like, surely we have enough. I don't think I need to waste. Hang on, let's do this first. Okay, level 86. Let's raise that bond by 10 more. I should be able to get her up to 87 over the weekend. And then maybe Wednesday I could get her to 88. Then on Thursday we can buy 3 more of those crystals that take her up 3 levels, so 9 more levels after that. So we could get her up to around 97 or so. All that. By Thursday, that'd be good. Checks. And I also have one of those things and a fragment somewhere. Where'd that fragment go off to? I have no idea. Here, let's search for it. Yeah, we have 2 of these. Oh, I put them right over here. Alright. But yeah, that's 200,000 gold right there for all that. Lazy purling figure. Huh. I forgot I had that. Oh, and that log cabin thing, too. I guess I should take a look at my homestead and do some crap with that, huh? I might as well put the log cabin on this character, maybe, or one of my alts. I don't know. I'll think about it. Go take a look at homestead stuff for just a little bit before we do commerce. Right, I'm putting stumps here to fence off the herb garden. I still need to work on that part. I really like this homestead prop. This is really cool. This is pretty much the only thing I like from the Aaron Adventure Season Pass thing. Let's set up that log cabin. Oh, it's not that big. Okay. It's pretty small. Where can I put it? I think I'm gonna put it back here. And then we're just going to move... Gonna move this prop a bit like that for now. Is this even... Is it good for giants too? Like, is it... Part of the problem with giants is they don't fit through most doorways. Yeah, no, this is actually pretty good. My giant can fit through this door pretty easily. And like, he's using shoes that kind of elevate his height a little bit too, so yeah, it would work for giants. That's cool. It's a nice looking item, I guess. So we'll keep that there, I guess. Where's that portrait that I got from the Hands Attendance event? I don't even know where that is. I gotta use this search function more. I can never find anything in other characters' inventories. Oh, that's where that ended up. Okay. That's down here. See, it would have taken me forever to find that on my own, so... Okay, let's see where we can set this up. How about just right over there near the Rowan one? Yeah, that'll do. And what's all this crap over here? Let's find out what this, I think I have this one already on, like, a different character. Oh, this one might be new, I don't know. Little reading corner for my character. Where on earth do I want to put this thing? Trying to... I guess I would put it over there, wouldn't I? But we actually want it on the ground, so you can't have to pull it. Yeah, that would do. And then what's this? Oh! Oh, okay. Yeah, I have one of these. This isn't new. I have something that looks kind of like that. On another character. No, I don't really care about that. Lazy purling, strawberry cream thing. Alright. I guess this is a nice little reading spot. I should get a homestead chair that I can put like right here, so my character can just sit and read. I already have one lazy purling over here. I've been looking for those. Crap. There haven't been any of these on sale in a while. Like, this is the main homestead on another character that I spent the most of my time working on. So a lot of my props go here. I'm thinking about putting that lazy purling here with her later. Got this whole cat center. Like, I want to get 2 more of these gummy cat paw floors, at least, so I can push this a little bit further back. And then since you can kind of walk through this cat tower, I didn't really like that, so I decided to fence it off with these fences. Give it a little protection. Made this massive cat area. All those book things might look good over here too. This is sort of the one corner I kind of need to edit a little bit, where it's not really complete. I could do more with it if I moved things around a bit. So maybe one day I'll edit all that. Man, how old is this graveyard? This graveyard might be like 8 or 10 years old. Built this a long time ago. A greenhouse from the first Sound of Spring event when all these props were like new as an event reward. Been working on this area for the past 6 to 8 years. Oh yeah, so that one prop that I was looking at that looked kind of like this one, it's a little different. But yeah, I already kind of have a prop. You can see this one here, this one's very similar. Does he even fit in the greenhouse? Like, does his head hit the ceiling or not? Oh, it does. That's funny. You'd have no problem getting in there if he ducked. Walking in. So at least the doorway is pretty big. It's giant accessible. What about this one? How big is the doorway for this one over here? Oh, this one has a bigger doorway. Interesting. So if I was gonna put that lazy purling here, do I have any spots in that fence area? Maybe I could put it in there. I can't really see because I can't edit anything in this homestead with this character. But yeah, maybe I'd be able to... Maybe I'd be able to put that lazy purling in here somewhere in this fence. I'm pretty sure those lazy purling ones only take up one cell space. Jeez, I've really cluttered this place up. Didn't I also add a new food prop here recently? There was one that I got recently that I added. I don't even remember what it was. Maybe it's over here. Oh, it was this one. That was one I added. Right. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. A couple of average homestead props, don't really care about those. What are these two? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not too important. Two chair items I don't really use. Let's go ahead and put that lazy purling in here, in this pet inventory, because I'm thinking maybe I'll pull that out later. It's actually been a while. What kind of chairs do they have on the auction house these days? I haven't really checked in a while now that I think about it. It's been maybe 2 months since I've really taken a close look at chairs. See if there's anything interesting. First throne. Huh. I don't really remember that one. Oh, this one, right. I have the homestead version of that on that homestead version set. I actually have this chair in a pet inventory. This is worth 2 mil now. It looks okay, I guess. I guess that'd be kind of a cool chair for an alchemist or something, or a mage. Cozy Cottage? Oh yeah, okay. There's that one. Some of these anime event chairs aren't that expensive. Like, these are pretty cheap. Thought they'd be worth a little bit more by now. How long was the Kimono Friends event again? What year did that even happen? That's to have been a while. Oh, this one. This one's not displaying right, but okay. Huh. It's crazy how expensive these chairs are right here. These ones don't even give special stats. They have some special stat chairs where if you rest for a few minutes, they give you special buffs for a few minutes. These ones don't even do that, and they're still worth 28, 29 million. I mean, it looks cool, but geez. That's a lot of gold. Cocopo chair being 32 mil, that makes sense. That's an old anime event chair, really old anime event chair. They're keeping the yachts expensive because all the players are tired of them. I think the yachts are fun. The framed room chance meeting chair for 2. This one has always been insanely expensive ever since it came out. It's always been around this price for years since the beginning. I'm not sure why. Is it just rare? Are there not that many of them, or what? Just sort of an elitist chair. I don't know if I could justify spending 45 million on that. I mean, I could afford it, but do I want to? The original Xanafied cat character, Mabinogi, has this chair. I think this was originally from a Doki Doki event. Wait, who is the username Crunchyroll here? That's crazy. Look at the expensive stuff. The Rainy Fox chair! This used to come with that nine-tailed fox pet. Which wasn't really a nine-tailed fox because the actual pet only had 5 tails. Yeah, this greenhouse thing is eh. I got the homestead version of that one instead. It's okay. It's the most expensive homestead prop. Okay, why is this so much money? Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's like a dungeon room. Probably the inside of Rabbi or Math. Those dungeons look sort of like that. That's actually really, really cool to look at, but 600 or 1 billion gold? Jeez, it's expensive. Even with the stat buffs, I don't think that's worth it. Expensive crossover figurines. What does the scene 3 look like? Yeah, there's no way that's worth that much gold. That's insane. Scene 1. I guess that looks kind of cool, but still. Way too pricey. Oh, okay, that's a homestead version of that chair. Geez, that's more expensive than the chair itself is. The greenhouse is a pretty old prop. Like, I think the greenhouse is 8 or 9, maybe even 10 years old from the original Sound of Spring event. That's what it's originally from. So I could see why this would be worth about 30 mil these days. I'm not sure how easy it is to get one these days, other than from the auction house, but I think they released a few gachas that brought... There was one gacha that had some Sound of Spring event stuff in it for some weird reason. I thought it was kind of a lazy gacha. That was years ago. The summer rest area, this isn't even the original one, too. There's a prop that looks almost exactly like this from the Nako Commerce event, which looks slightly different. That's the original. This one's just a cheap, reskinned knockoff. Oh, those dragons are good. They actually give quests and stuff. Yeah, if you move him around, if you remove him and like place him somewhere else, his color changes. What does this look like? Oh, okay. That might be from a crossover event. Oh, okay, so some of these scene figures are actually way cheaper. Some people are just overpricing them in the end pages. And this one's not even showing. Oh, there was that time they were doing a bunch of wedding props. I have those stashed in a pet somewhere, probably. Those ones this won't show. Well, that's kind of cool, I guess. Cool tent design. that one's not showing up too. Some of these previews don't even work. Oh, and that's from the free run event, probably. Oh, this is the original treehouse. Yeah, this is the one that's from the Nako Commerce event. This was the first one. Does it say that's from the Nako Commerce event? No, it doesn't directly say that, but that's what it's from. Oh, one of those new Doki Doki houses. I just don't really enjoy the new Doki Doki Island. Now I just sort of play the event to get it over with, get the rewards I want, and get out. I don't really hang out at the island anymore. I like the old Doki Doki Island better. The first few times I played the event, like maybe the first 2 or 3 times, I played the old island. And I spent hours on Doki Doki Island. It was great. But then they removed all the cat props for slightly better looking houses and weird stuff, and they just turned a cat island into a weird dog island with more limitations. Impish marble. See what that looks like. Oh, okay. Sure, I guess. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember this homestead prop at all. That's actually really cool. That must be pretty old. I wonder what year that was. I'm surprised I don't remember that one. Personally, I don't even really see the point in wasting like gold on actual housing props that go in the actual homestead house or housing area house itself, because the housing system in Mabinogi is so outdated and so bad that it's just not worth it. Realistically, I think when Eternity needs to get to the housing system stuff, I think there's a good chance they might just destroy the entire current housing system that we have and rebuild it from scratch and build something better. Mabinogi to me has a lot of really good qualities, but the housing system is not one of them. Almost every other MMO that I've played that has a housing system has a better housing system than Mabinogi. In my experience, most of the time. So it's just not worth the investment to waste money on housing props that go in the houses themselves, because I imagine that they're probably just going to completely demolish and redo that system entirely at some point. Oh yeah, that's a cool prop. Got the flag. I think the Star Spangled Banner one is exclusive to the US too. South Korea has one that's similar with the South Korean flag, probably. Alright, well, on second thought, I don't think I'm going to do much commerce today. We're going to wrap up the Mabby stream a little early, right around here. And we will continue Mabinogi next week, so on Tuesday. Gonna do more event stuff, and just more dailies, commerce, whatever.